We might be crazy trying to take this on, but we're gonna try our hardest to save this house for this family. The Hollingsworth family is really beloved in Laurel. They have 3 generations living under one roof. A few years ago, the Hollingsworth house was damaged by a tornado.
A tree fell on the house and destroyed a part of the roof, which then leaked inside the house, which then caused rot and mold. It was a lot.
Anyone else would say this house has been totaled. When they bought the house around 50 years ago, it was the biggest purchase of their life. This house, it's more than a house for them, and it's been really heartbreaking for them to have to leave it. John and Janice and Christy and her boys have all been living together in an apartment while they're waiting for something to happen with this house.
How long have y'all been out of the house?
Ooh,
Almost 3 years.
over 2 years, almost 3.
You've been going and visiting it anyway, right?
I had been going. I would go sit on the porch, and I would sit in the swing, and I would feed the birds, and they're missing me.
I bet they are.
I think some people would look at your house and say you'd probably be better off if you tore it down and started over. But I understand. You raised 9 children in that house.
Yes.
Not in some other house.
Right.
That's the one.
It doesn't matter that it's not a mansion. It's about that love that's there. We love that house, and we just had to see it torn down.
Well, we ain't gonna see it.
We aren't going to see it torn down. Do you want to see the plans we have? It's time for this sad story to become a very happy story, okay?
So your house is currently 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,300 square feet, and it was built in the late 1930s.
Right now, the house is completely overgrown with vines and plants. The grass is high.
The roof's in rough shape, the siding's in rough shape. It needs a lot of work.
So this is what we were thinking. We want to clean up the yard, get your plants healthy, looking beautiful around the front porch. We'll fix up the outside of the house and get a new front door. We want to move the ramp to the side so that it's easy to access from the driveway, give you all new siding, and make your front porch the great place that you remember it being. Make it even better than that. Make it the place where everybody wants to sit and visit. Is there a color you wish the house could be?
I just love it.
You just love it no matter what color it is.
You don't care what color it is. The way the house is laid out, you walk in the living room, and then that dining room is the center of the house. There's rooms all the way around it. You've got the dining room here that connects to the kitchen, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and you have the 1 bathroom that's located in the back of the house. What we're proposing is making it 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
That extra bathroom is well needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like that dining room was really the heart of the whole house. The hub.
Yeah.
It had to be more than just a dining room with 9 kids growing up there.
Used to watch television in there. We camp out in there.
I bet you did everything in there.
We did everything in there.
Let's talk about this kitchen, because right now there are 2 doorways in there, and one here that we don't need because that bedroom can be accessed from the hall, and then the door to the dining room. We think opening up that doorway and deleting the doorway on this wall, we could give you a kitchen that wraps the whole room so you don't lose any space.
Okay.
We'll give you all new appliances in here, and I think butcher block countertops would be great. It would just feel so fresh, so new, a great place for cooking for all your family.
Yes.
Guys, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This family has been displaced for over 2 years, and now y'all are gonna help us take the first steps to getting them back home. We have got to get all this paneling down. To get the paneling down, we have to first pop all the trim off. There you go. I'm honestly super thankful to see more than just our normal crew here to work on the house, because it's so
bad.
much.
That was very satisfying. So the team spent the last few days finishing up demo. Chris and Katie wanted to get together and assess what we got going on. The house is pretty far gone, so it's a matter of how far is too far to come back from.
Okay, guys, we've got a lot to talk about in here.
I mean, we knew it was gonna be bad, right?
This surpassed the bad that we were thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So right here you can see like a lot of termite damage that's underneath our plywood that we didn't know about.
A lot of the beams are eaten up underneath the joist.
But how bad are we talking?
It's not in one central location like at Brandon Everett's where we had the front wall that the termites got into. Here you got termites in the floor, you got termites in the living room, termites in the back. It's just kind of all over.
But I mean, we were planning on redoing everything anyway, right?
We did not think we were going to have to rebuild all the walls. So all of these walls, they're on 3-foot centers, and we have no bottom plates anywhere. So we're going to have to come in and temporary brace everywhere and seal off from underneath the house because you have vegetation growing up through the walls. Animals can get in. Right now, we're leaving the beadboard on the walls because it might be holding this thing together.
It's going to be a complicated process, and it's going to cost a lot more money.
Okay, well, let's just get down to brass tacks. Can it be saved? Can it be fixed?
What we're going to go through and do is we're going to start from the bottom, and we're going to fix this foundation. We're going to level it up and secure it, and then from there, we're going to start going room by room, bracing these walls and fixing them.
Is there going to be any part of this house remaining? Because they don't want this to be a new house.
This will still feel like their home once we get done.
It'll
with
be
it.
the same floor plan.
It'll be the same footprint.
I think what Chris and Katie are saying is it's going to be much more extensive. We need to do more fundraising. I feel a lot of pressure right now because so many people have come together to save this house, so we have to make it happen. And it's on us to use their time and money the right way.
Once we realized just how bad this house is, we didn't know how we would be able to finish this.
But once the community found out that that was a possibility, they stepped up and they said, we're not gonna let this happen. And so everybody doubled down so we can fix this house.
So all the exterior walls are being studded.
And we have floor plates down so you can start to see the layout of the rooms. It's a long way from being pretty, but all the tedious and really time-consuming parts have been handled.
Sheetrock is in, trim is going in, doors are going in. It's really starting to feel like a house. We have walls, which means we have rooms. We can kind of see how they're gonna live in the house now. There is nothing better than watching a community come together to help someone. We've got David at the Hollingsworth house. He's working on the floors today.
Man, red oak is beautiful.
What do you think? Prettiest one we've made?
Oh yeah, might be the heaviest that we've made.
Today, we are installing butcher block countertops. The showers are both installed already. We are moving along. The electricians are here, installing plugs and switches and the chandelier in the dining room.
Okay.
Doorknobs are going on. It's a hardware and fixture kind of day.
That looks great.
Look at that.
I know that for the Hollingsworths, it was extremely important to come back to the house that they left. And this is the way it was, but it's all new again. When they walk inside, they're not gonna believe it.
Y'all prayed about it. You've dreamed about it. Welcome home.
Look at the house. It's beautiful. Oh. Thank you guys. Thank all of you. Oh,
You're so sweet, Miss Janice.
We didn't think after the tornado it could look like that.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. We're home.
Go on in.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Thank you.
Their lights made it to the ceiling.
We're so happy for you.
I don't believe it.
We wanted to really focus on making the house more comfortable for Mr. John, so we made wider doorways and opened up this wall between the dining room and the living room. When you have your whole family here, it's gonna feel like you have twice as much house.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
All right.
What do you think? It's beautiful.
We try to focus on how do we make it easier to use these rooms when you have a big family. And so by opening up this doorway to be bigger, it makes it easier for Mr. John to move around.
Our favorite spot, huh, Dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Check out that stove. And you're counting the time.
It's not so tight that you can't get in it.
Uh-huh.
So much light.
Lots of light.
And you can still see out the windows.
You had so many doors in here before that it made it hard for you to have any counter space, and it made it hard for you to move around. We were able to give you a better kitchen layout, a little more counter space, double the storage you had before, and more open to your dining room.
It is.
Are you ready to go see your bedroom?
Oh, yes.
You ready to see your bedroom there?
Right here off the living room.
All right, head that way.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, man.
There is no rain coming in. There are no vines growing in.
Oh, yeah.
You have a real
beautiful.
closet instead of cabinets to put your things in.
Yes, it's a closet. John, it's got a light in the closet. It's got room for your pants and your suits, your shirts. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, John.
Now that you have successfully raised 9 kids and they all live all over the country, you didn't need all the bedrooms.
You surely do.
So we turned one bedroom into a big bathroom and laundry room for y'all.
Okay. Can you imagine trying to raise all the kids in one bathroom?
No, I can't. I don't know how you did it.
Lots of fun.
You have earned your own bathroom if you want to go see it.
Gotta wash and dry it. What? Look, the bathroom, and it's big.
Wow.
Plenty of room to move around.
Room.
Look at that.
You had an extra bedroom, but we turned it into a bathroom that would be wheelchair accessible and gave you a laundry room too.
Beautiful shower.
Oh, yes.
This shower is set up so it's easy to use with a wheelchair. We hope that it makes Mr. John's life easier. The way we've set it up, you have 2 doors so anyone can use it if you have company.
Yes.
But this is your primary bathroom.
Right.
Which you deserved a long time
Well,
ago.
thank you.
It was time.
I love it. I just love it.
This project was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We are very privileged that we got to see a community come together and work so hard to give this family a home.
Welcome home.
Everyone in the neighborhood is going to be so happy to see y'all out here again.
We're gonna be happy to be here.
I know you will.
It's a blessing to be home.
Glad to be home, Dad?
Glad to be home.
Yeah, I'm glad to be home.